You like sugar, huh?
Is there sugar in syrup?
Yes.
Then yes!
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the lesser-known fun facts about the Christmas classic Elf.
I smell like beef and cheese. You don't smell like Santa.
Number 10. Buddy's sugary diet made Will Ferrell sick. Sugar, sugar, and more sugar. That is the diet of Buddy, the human raised as an elf.
We elves try to stick to the 4 main food groups. Candy, candy canes, candy corns, and syrup.
Whether it's pouring loads of what he thinks is syrup in his coffee or making a spaghetti sundae, actor Will Ferrell felt the effects of his character's unhealthy eating habits. In an interview, he explained that the sugary diet caused him many headaches and sleepless nights. It's no wonder. Even those cotton balls he eats during a doctor's office scene were actually cotton candy balls.
Buddy, don't eat those.
But as the comedy star suggested, if a sugary diet was what it took to play the character, then so be it. Lucky for us, because the funny scenes involving Buddy's oh-so-sweet diet make him and the movie that much sweeter. Number 9. Ferrell's reactions during the Jack-in-the-Box scene were genuine. How can you help an actor best display a seemingly genuine surprise reaction? That question must have been going through director Jon Favreau's head while imagining the Jack-in-the-Box scene in Elf. The answer ended up being quite logical. Make the reactions legitimately genuine. As Ferrell cranks the Jack-in-the-Boxes, Favreau would be offstage controlling them by remote control. Thanks to this great idea, when you watch Buddy get jumpy and react to the gestures popping out at random moments, or react to them not popping out, the reactions come off so authentically. Just watch! One even pops out seconds after Buddy has stopped cranking. Number 8. The Santa imposter fight scene was shot in one take. After hearing an announcement that Santa Claus is coming to town, Buddy the Elf is stoked.
Okay, people, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., Santa's coming to town.
Santa! Oh my God! Santa here? I know him. I know him.
Santa is supposedly coming to Gimbel's department store, to be exact. In a later scene, the day that Buddy and many kids had been looking forward to has arrived. Now, will the real Santa please stand up? Because that ain't him. Buddy the Elf knows that.
Who the heck are you?
What are you talking about? I'm Santa Claus.
No, you're not.
Of course he does. He was raised in the North Pole where the real Santa resides. They go way back. So what other choice does Buddy have than to give this phony an earful?
Just cool it, Zippy.
You sit on a throne of lies.
This awesome, hilarious scene culminates in an epic, destructive scuffle lasting over 30 seconds. The fight was all shot in one take because it had to be. Everything would be smashed, so they couldn't exactly start over. Number 7. Director Jon Favreau played multiple parts. Perhaps you've noticed that the director of Elf appears in the film as Dr. Leonardo, who is tasked with determining whether or not Buddy is Walter's son.
Why am I sitting on paper?
Because it's sanitary for the other patients. Now sit still so I can do the finger prick.
Finger prick.
Buddy is far from the most cooperative patient he's ever had. Jon Favreau gave himself the chance to shine in the movie he directed, and that he did. But even if you knew that Favreau directed the movie, and that he played the role of the family doctor, you likely didn't know that he also played a few other parts in the film. He voices a few animals: Baby Walrus, Arctic Puffin, and Mr. Narwhal.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Thanks, Mr. Narwhal.
Number 6. A hockey scene was cut from the film.
Getting walloped.
Buddy, get in there and do your thing.
We could have gotten an extra look at what the elves do during their free time with an elf hockey scene, but it didn't make the final cut of the movie. We do, however, have access to the deleted scene. Buddy is a physical specimen compared to the much smaller elves. With hockey, given its physical nature, he could demonstrate that, and further demonstrate how he fundamentally differs from his elf companions. In the deleted scene, Buddy lays out multiple elves, and hilariously hits one so hard that the elf ends up crashing into the stands. He also sends a laser of a shot to a spot where no one wants to be hit. We'll let you decide for yourself. Should this scene have been left in?
Game, buddy. Thanks, Pom-Pom. Sorry about the shoulder.
Number 5. More traditional effects were often used instead of CGI. An integral element to the film Elf is forced perspective. This technique is what enables the apparent size differences between Buddy and the other elves.
Hey, Ming Ming. I'm gonna be a little bit short on today's quota.
It's all right, buddy.
In other words, the use of forced perspective makes Buddy look so relatively big, while the other elves look so relatively small. Director Jon Favreau favored more traditional effects in general, which is why, according to him, the film's only use of CGI comes in the form of the snow.
Hey, buddy, wanna pick some snowberries?
Not now, Arctic Pumpkin.
He opted for stop motion instead, which was a timeless favorite of his. We think it's fair to say that it not only worked out, but it worked out really well.
All I'm saying is this might be the golden opportunity to find out who you really are.
Number 4. That memorable burp didn't come from Will Ferrell. With Buddy now in town with the Hobbs family, it's time for them to get to know him, and he's not your typical human being.
How long do you think you'll be with us?
I hadn't really planned it out, but I was thinking like forever.
For instance, he chugs a 2-liter bottle of Coke and asks for maple syrup to put on his spaghetti to the bewilderment of others. But perhaps the most memorable moment of the scene occurs after Walter and Emily excuse themselves from the dinner table, leaving Buddy and Michael alone together. Buddy lets out a gargantuan prolonged burp. This comically unorthodox sound didn't actually come from Will Ferrell, though. Rather, it was voice actor Maurice LaMarche. Ferrell can do a lot as an actor, but a belch like that required an expert burper.
Did you hear that?
You're so weird.
Number 3. Peter Billingsley from A Christmas Story makes a cameo. If you like Easter eggs in your movies, then Elf has a special gift for you.
Fun. That puts you 915 off the pace.
Perhaps not realized by a lot of viewers of the Christmas classic is the appearance of a man known for his work in another Christmas classic. Peter Billingsley, who stars as Ralphie in the 1983 film A Christmas Story, appears in Elf, which was released about 20 years later. He plays the role of head elf Ming Ming, who oversees toy-making operations.
See, buddy, you're not a cotton-headed ninny-muggins. You're just special.
With a much more matured face, some facial hair, and an elf costume, it may have gone over your head that this elf is little boy Ralphie now as an adult.
Oh, fudge.
Number 2. The film was heavily influenced by Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The original script for Elf was darker and more PG-13 than PG, according to director Jon Favreau.
Why don't you just say it? I'm the worst toy maker in the world. I'm a cotton-headed ninny-muggins.
He later reimagined the Christmas film as a more lighthearted world with a more innocent main character, drawing inspiration from Rankin & Bass Productions' Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. This connection can be seen in the costumes as well as some of the stop-motion scenes.
Hello, buddy.
Oh. Hi, Leon.
In fact, it's been reported that lawyers came to the set of Elf with concerns brewing about the film perhaps being too similar to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Favreau explained in a Q&A that they had to change a few things for this reason.
We had to change it to other animals for legal reasons because it was too much like Rudolph. And so I said, just give me let's look it up. What's really in the North Pole? Penguins? No, there's no penguins. There's Arctic puffins. I said, okay, good. They said, what, like an Arctic puffin, a walrus, and a polar bear, and a narwhal? I was like, perfect!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Jim Carrey almost played Buddy. The Grinch Who Stole Christmas also could have stolen the spotlight as the main character in Elf.
Okay, fellas. Chow time.
That's right, Jim Carrey had the chance to play Buddy before Will Ferrell got the job.
What's this?
This is the North Pole.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Where's the snow?
The timeline is what seemingly caused things to work out as they did. The original script for Elf came out in 1993, about 10 years prior to the film's 2003 release. Over this time period, Carrey moved on to other film ventures. Obviously, casting Ferrell as Buddy did wonders, and now both he and Carrey are associated with their own respective holiday classics.
I did it. I'm the Grinch that stole Christmas. And I'm sorry.
Does Elf make your list of top 3 Christmas movies? Let us know in the comments. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.